You have seen me comment on NHL offseason workouts before. PK Subban, Cam Atkinson, Kevin Shattenkirk. So I thought, let's make this gym reaction video a bit different. Today we'll check out an in-season workout from a D1 college hockey team. This one is from Pat Shea, who played college hockey at the University of Maine. Pat has a popular YouTube channel where he posts videos on his training and life in general as an NCAA Division I college athlete. If you're wondering who I am and what makes me qualified to critique a college player's workout, my name is Yunus Barisik. I have coached players and prospects from over 10 NHL organizations, world champions, national champions, too many D1 and pro hockey players to count. I also wrote the book on strength training for ice hockey, so I've been around the block. I have trained hockey players from 10 D1 schools so far, but nobody from the University of Maine, so I have no idea what's coming. Let's play the tape and find out.
We're gonna run you through a typical Monday team workout here. Usually 3 main lifts, then a bunch of supersets. Let's get it.
Yeah. She be like, you so rude. I be like, please don't push me to that. Yeah, cause I ain't that dude. Yeah.
I am legit jealous of these D1 college weight rooms. Better than 95% of public gyms you'll ever see in your life. Thinking back to the small cramped gym we had at the rink in Espoo, Finland, where I was training my D1 and pro guys out of in the off season and our pro and junior teams throughout the year, this one is a major upgrade. I think I counted 4 full power racks, several platforms for Olympic lifting, a full set of dumbbells, Bulgarian split squat stands, trap bar, glute ham developer. This isn't even a great D1 gym, it's on the small side. It's got all the good stuff, everything you need to get strong, but I've seen pictures of Penn State and UMass weight rooms, top notch. I also heard that Providence is right up there. And of course, D1 football weight rooms are 2-3 levels above anything else you can find. But for hockey, the gym at Maine looks fine. At least the equipment is there to build these athletes up. Something they probably take for granted, but I can tell you, many pro teams in Europe don't have a gym anywhere this nice.
I treat the rave like a playground. Playground. I'm not the guy who gon' play around. I'm not the one who gon' play around. I got hitters with me, I don't play around. Poppin' these perky with activists. I could be gone any day now. I should be dead any day now. These niggas be tough on the ground, but they really be bitches. My niggas don't play around. Same hoes who have fronted on me, now it's funny they all in my face now. And they ain't got nothing to say now.
Alright, they started the workout with trap bar deadlifts, 4 sets of 5, classic set rep scheme for strength. They didn't go into details on this, but based on my own hunch and what Pat Shea was saying early on in the video about doing supersets, plus the fact those trap bar deadlifts were not hard at all, it looked like 315 pounds on the bar. Definitely nowhere near a max. Given those factors, I would assume they did a post-activation potentiation set. Meaning you take a strength exercise, trap bar deadlift, and pair it with an explosive movement, in this case the vertical jump. The idea behind it is that doing a somewhat heavy barbell lift potentiates your nervous system, so you're able to jump a bit higher after it compared to doing vertical jumps on their own. For the full scoop on how to get the most out of post-activation potentiation and many other advanced training methods, shameless plug, read chapter 17 in my book Strength Training for Ice Hockey. I'll drop the link in the description. Or maybe I'm off base here and he really did 4 sets of 5 trap bar deadlifts with a super easy weight as a standalone exercise and just tested his VJ for the fun of it without actually training it. Impossible to know for sure without more details. Anyway, let's move on.
Ass up, I'm telling face down. She like, boy, you gon' blow any day now. I'm like, girl, you be all in the way now. Tell a nigga to watch what he say now. Blue brand new go, y'all bad. Why? Lately,
To me, this looks like another post-activation superset, this time for the upper body. Barbell bench press, 4 sets of 3, paired with kneeling mid-ball chest passes. My plate math tells me Pat Shea had 245 or 265 on the bar, depending on how much those small plates weigh. 3 easy reps without much of an arch or leg drive. That's a sign there's some good strength in his upper body. Always great to see. A lot of hockey players struggle with that. No muscle, no strength up top, which makes you easy to push around in the corners. Ideally, on the med ball chest pass, I would have the athletes further away from each other. 2 reasons for this. 1, it forces you to put your entire body behind the ball and throw it with everything you got, which is the whole point of this movement. Looking at the two athletes, they're not going 100%. It's more a casual pass than a maximal explosive throw. Second, I don't recommend mid-ball partner drills where you have to catch the ball in mid-air. You can tweak a finger, you can tweak a wrist, a silly, avoidable injury. You'll be out of the lineup for a few weeks. It being the in-season, you're gonna miss games. No athlete, no coach wants that. I had this happen with an athlete once. Years ago, he tweaked his finger and it was a one and done deal. I never did partner drills that required catching a medicine ball ever again. And guess what? No finger, no wrist injuries from med ball training since then. So a better option is to move back, focus on throwing for maximal distance, letting the ball die on the ground. Then you scoop it up and toss it back to your partner. The Dynamax ball they're using is a softball. It's not gonna bounce anywhere. It will come to a stop real fast. I realize there probably isn't a lot of room in that gym, but for safety reasons and to get maximal power output, I would spread out.
I've been in my lane, I'm saying. They said that they in, but they only in the way. That's just what it is, I'm sorry, I'm really not sorry. Hey, got me feeling froggy, yeah. So I take a leap, so I take a jump. Even run on fucking one. We can kick it, never punt. We can leave if you want. Put some leaves in the blunt. If I fall like...
Next, we have a lower body knee dominant exercise, rear foot elevated split squat, 4 sets of 5. These looked easy again, good depth, good form. Then an upper body vertical pull, a chin up variation for 2 sets of 5 reps. I'm not a fan of raising your legs up to 90 degrees and holding a football or some other piece of equipment between them. Yes, this gets the abdominals more involved, but on the flip side, you're not getting much of a back workout. 2 sets of 5, I would just do regular chin ups with extra weights, get those strength gains in, instead of watering down the exercise by using just your body weight. Then I would do a hanging leg raise, ab wheel rollouts, or something similar on its own to hit the abdominals.
Back like 2-3, and I done, yeah. Play around. I'm not the one who can play around. I don't have too much to say now. You knew this would come any day now. Play around. I treat the push like a playground. Got some people in here that don't play about me. Yeah. They don't play about me now. Yeah. Get the Rolls Royce on E now.
Landmine presses and mid-ball floor slams. Extra work, gotta love that. Don't just do the bare minimum and call it a day. If you feel like you got more energy in the tank, a specific lift or muscle group that's lagging, and you want to bring it up to speed, then by all means, go after it. The best athletes are always doing extra.
All right, so we finished up Coach Matt Murray's workout. Now we're getting into the curls, some bis and tris, just for personal reasons. Beach body. We go to the beach twice a year here in Orono, so just gotta be ready for that time.
This is massive triceps workout. You guys want to do triceps? Do you extend your triceps or
tries with the twist?
Twist. Any comments?
It's the best workout of the day. Shout out to that kid who chirped me about the bench. You need curls to play hockey too, but you need bis.
This is a topic I disagree with most of the so-called performance training experts. They say athletes should not do direct arm work. You're not a bodybuilder, stop wasting your time. From a performance standpoint, having bigger arms probably doesn't make much of a difference in a skill sport like hockey. But that completely neglects A, confidence, and B, the male psyche. Any man who says he doesn't care about looking jacked is a liar. Athletes are no different. Of course you want to look great with your shirt off. Your confidence will soar and you'll feel better about yourself. I have been on both sides of this. Horrible arm genetics. Growing up, I had spaghetti arms. I still don't have big pipes, but at least I look like I lift. Back in the day, as a 16-year-old football player, sure, I wanted performance. I wanted to run faster. I wanted to use my body to tackle guys off the ball, but still, I also wanted to look good. I wanted bigger shoulders, bigger biceps, bigger triceps, bigger chest, the whole package. It's just natural for a man to desire that muscular, athletic physique, and there's nothing wrong with that. So when I see a hockey player do easy bar curls or triceps extensions, I'm all for it. As long as it doesn't take away from your power cleans, squats, weighted chin-ups, and other more important lifts, curls for the girls, and all that. These guys are surrounded by young, attractive women all week in college, so of course you want to maximize your own attractiveness to score off the ice. Pump work for the bis and tris. I approve.
All right, we finished the lift. Now I'm gonna weigh in, see how much weight I lost during the skate. I started the day, I was 193.8, so we'll see where I'm at now.
Oh yes, let's go, let's go. Let's go Muzzy. Let's go Muzzy.
No, let's not film Muzzy. Definitely lost a few. Muzzy's getting his workout in. Pumped up, ready to go. So I lost like, I'm not a math major here, 4 pounds, roughly.
What I always keep saying, you gotta eat a lot to fuel your body. Junior and college athletes on both sides of 20, you gotta pound down the chow. Pat lost almost 5 pounds from skating and lifting. Now you gotta start eating and drinking water to replace all that lost fluid, all that lost glycogen. If you don't, you won't have enough energy to train and play at your max. One other big picture thing I gotta point out. I know many 14 to 20-year-old hockey players and their parents who watch my channel. If you get the opportunity to play D1, that means you have a legit shot at going pro in a few years. Don't waste your time in college fooling around. Focus on your own path and future career. Focus on your goals and do everything in your power to achieve them. 18 to 24 is the best time to develop yourself as a person and as an athlete. You will never ever again be in a situation where you play 30 to 40 high-level games in a season, but at the same time your schedule is free to lift hard and heavy multiple times a week. At the pro level, your number of games doubles. Jobs are on the line. You gotta perform. There's way more pressure, way more time spent on the road. You won't be able to train as much and as hard during the season. So make the most out of your college years and really push your performance in the gym. So when the time comes to go pro, you nail it. Alright, that's a wrap. Next up, check out this full NHL leg workout video I used to pack on strength and power on my athletes. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this in the future, give it a thumbs up and share it with a teammate. The more views and more likes a video gets, that's a signal to me that this topic hits home for you, which means I am much more likely to make another similar video for you to enjoy. If you got any questions about this one, drop them in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.